welcome back to our channel. I'm Carolina.
And I'm Laura, and today we're going to be making some Halloween treats. Spook! I'm going to be making white chocolate covered strawberry ghosts.
And I'm gonna be making spider butter cookies.
I only have 3 ingredients. I'm gonna be using strawberries, white chocolate, and mini chocolate chips.
And then for the spider butter cookies, we have eggs, almond flour, erythritol, and beef gelatin powder, which I know sounds a little bit weird, but just go with it. Butter, baking powder, and 100% dark chocolate. You want to make sure that there are no sneaky cane sugars in there or anything like that. You just want 100% pure dark chocolate.
Okay, so to start, I just rinsed all the strawberries and I realized that they need to be dry for the dipping process, so I am just drying off the strawberries before I start melting my white chocolate. We're going to put a bowl of the white chocolate chips into the microwave for 30 seconds and then stir and then keep putting it in for 15 seconds at a time until it's all melted. Okay, so far this has just been the first 30 seconds and then one time for 15 seconds. And it's getting pretty melty, but there's still a lot of solids in here. So we're just gonna keep going. So this was one more 15 seconds and it became liquid very, very fast. I don't even think I need to put it back in because it's just gonna keep melting because the bowl's pretty warm right now. And the chocolate's nice and warm. I just pulled out one piece of parchment paper and a baking tray so I can just dip the strawberries and put them on here to set. So I'm gonna dip my strawberry. Let's get it nice and dipped. Okay, and I'm gonna put it on the parchment and then immediately grabbing 3 mini chocolate chips, I'm going to do my 2 eyes. And a little mouth. Oh, that's my ghost. It kind of looks like a human. That's pretty cute. So I am not a super creative person. I'm not very good at decorating. This is foolproof. If you want to try these with your kids, this would be a really great and easy recipe to do with them. All right guys, so my white chocolate covered ghosts are officially done. Took no time at all and it was super fun to put together and they're so stinking cute. I can't wait to eat them, but before we can eat them, we're going to let them sit out on the counter and dry. It's supposed to take 20 to 30 minutes, but if you want it to be a little bit faster, you can put them in the freezer for 15 minutes. Then check back in a little bit so we can taste them.
So for my recipe, the spider butter cookies, it's a little more convoluted, but it's super, super simple. So once you have all of your ingredients put together, we're just gonna basically dump them all into a bowl, with the exception of the chocolate, which I'll show you what we're gonna do in a second with that. I know the beef gelatin is a little weird, maybe a little bit off-putting, but it makes the cookies very chewy, like think of like the chewy Chips Ahoy. So I wouldn't skip it. I think it's an important ingredient. Erythritol. So this is a great sweetener. It's very similar to cane sugar. It's that granular texture. I still find that I don't like everything to be super sweet. I have the quantity that the recipe calls for. So instead of doing a ½ cup for the recipe, I'm going to do a ¼ cup. And that's it. So all of your ingredients are in this bowl. It's gonna look like a hot mess, but you're just gonna wanna mix it up. Make sure everything's all nice and blended together. So this is the consistency that you want the dough to be in to work with. What you can also do once the dough has come together is you can stick it in the fridge for maybe like 15 minutes and it'll harden even more. This cookie recipe isn't gonna spread, so yeah, it'll be easier to work with if you have it a little bit colder. Okay, so for the chocolate, similar to Laura's recipe, we're going to stick this in the microwave first for 30 seconds and then 15-second intervals after that until it's all silky and delicious. So once you have it out of the microwave, it looks like this. I just did 30 seconds and then another 15 seconds. So it's gonna look similar to that. So it still does need some time. And I've just been messing with it, and just the heat of the bowl is enough to melt the chocolate. So I think we're good. So what's perfect about using dark chocolate in general, I know a lot of people are put off by dark chocolate. It's not my favorite since being keto. I find that it's really easy to get used to. And in fact, because the cookie has that erythritol in it, it has that sweetness. So then when you're looking for the chocolate element of it, this is perfect in this recipe. So now it looks like that. And now we're ready to assemble. I'm really nervous. I've never tried this before, so we're gonna do this together. So I find that the easiest way to do cookies is with a melon baller. You get pretty much uniform cookies and it's just easier. If you don't happen to have a melon baller, no worries. You can use a tablespoon, you can use a teaspoon, you can roll it with your hands. It's no problem. So once you have them set up on your sheet, you're gonna wanna make a little well inside. That's gonna be the body of the spider. And then we're gonna do the legs. Once you have them all indented a little bit with a little well, you're gonna bake these. Now follow the recipe. You can go in the oven a little bit longer if you want them a little bit crispier. I find that the 15-minute mark is perfect. And then once they are out of the oven, let them cool a little bit before we assemble them with the chocolate and make them spiders. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is assemble them. So you wanna start with the legs first. I find it easier to put it in a piping bag, just a Ziploc bag, just cut the corners and you'll be fine. So we got through about 3 or 4 spiders and then we ran out of dark chocolate. So we are moving on to the non-keto spider butter cookies. And the Ziploc bag we were using for piping, it wasn't working out best. So we're actually reusing the mini chocolate chips bag as a piping bag. So hopefully that will work out a little bit better. And then we'll give this another shot. Okay, so once you have the legs done, then to make the body, you're just gonna plop some chocolate on just straight in the center. One trick with this is that regardless of what type of chocolate you use, get a piping bag that has a small hole so you're able to control the chocolate better, and try to work as quickly as you can while the chocolate is still hot. It's your trial and error, but it's fun. It's a fun process. Now we're just going to make the rest of them and then we'll come back when they're all done. So once you've assembled them, you want to let these set. I would recommend sticking them in the fridge for a little bit, or at least room temperature for maybe 20 minutes or so, because you want the chocolate to harden.
All right, guys, so here is our beautiful finished product.
Our
So
ghosts
exciting.
and our spiders.
Yes. And now we're going to do our taste test.
So I'm gonna have one of my dark chocolate ones. It's not the prettiest guy, but that's okay. I think that the piping bag was really the key.
Yeah, and by the time we figured it out, the dark chocolate had ran out.
It was gone.
It's so good. I mean, you can't go wrong with a chocolate covered strawberry.
Is it spooky? These are super good. The cookie itself, because halving the erythritol is a really good idea if you don't like things to be too sweet. This is absolutely perfect. You get a little bit of sweetness and you get the chocolate. The dark chocolate is so good here. I'm sure the milk chocolate will also taste delicious, but really good. All right, guys, that's it from us for these recipes. We hope you try them out. They're spookily delicious.
Yeah, and both recipes will be in the description below.
Make sure you tag us if you try these recipes out.
And comment down below your favorite Halloween treats. I'm sure we would love to try them. Thanks for watching.
Bye, guys. Oh my God. Hold on, I'm just pausing.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to be making an
You did it. So lame. Hope you give these recipes.
Wacky Wednesday.
Sorry. Here. Oh, it's embarrassing. So to start assembling, we're gonna start with the leg. Is that weird?
No, that's good.
Okay, so
Wait, no. Just say.
You have chocolate.
Your face.
That was really good.
Wait, say. Say.
And there's your spider.
This looks like it's better.
And we're gonna. Okay, you're the worst.
Strawberry. Nope.
Ghosts. Goblins.
So today I am going to be making white chocolate dipped.
Covered. Close. Ghosts. Covered. Nailed it. Next. I was gonna go.
I was just like, I knew what I was gonna say in my head and then it changed, but it made sense. I'm going to be making strawberry.
Commit, Laura. Commit to the strawberry
I knew it
ghost.
was the wrong word. Okay.
That's it? That's all?
No.
That's what you were so excited about?
No.
Spider.
Oh my God.
Spider cookies.
Bye. Oh.
To be like that. Hot enough.
Struggle from start to finish today.
You can't help yourself.
I can't.